Hello everybody, it's Tyler here, and this is my tutorial on how to beat the Starcraft 2 Master custom game. You can get to it by searching for Starcraft Master, or by looking at the top of all custom games. I believe it's there as well. From here, you can select which round you want to go to, for which one you're stuck on, or just, you can keep watching, and in a little bit I'll start at level 1. But the important thing to keep in mind is that you only need to beat 25 of these rounds for the portrait, but you'll need to beat all 30 for the achievement. Alrighty, so starting off at round 1, Marine double team. It's fairly simple. What you want to do is basically, you'll see whichever one the Zealot goes after, which is the right one in this case. Now you're going to want to run that Marine around the other one, and you just want to avoid being hit by the Zealot, and just let the Marine in the middle do as much damage as possible. Round 2, also fairly simple. It's just basically kiting against the Zealots. Stalkers do have a much faster move speed than the Zealots, so as you can see over here, I'm just going to keep backing away from them and attack moving on the ground. You can also use the stop command to allow them to fire, but I mean, it's just an old habit for me to keep pressing A and then clicking the ground. And you can actually allow the Zealots to get a lot of hits on you, because the Stalkers just have a lot of health. Round 3, Zealot choke. You just want to back your Zealots up right away and hit hold position on them. You can fit about 4 or 5 in a line, and if a Zealot starts to take a lot of damage, you can back it up and let a new one in with more health. I don't believe that that's necessary, but it does help. The Zerglings are just getting absolutely destroyed, and it's a pretty easy challenge. Round 4, focus fire. It's basically just as the title says. You want to just attack and then shift click for other ones, and then you don't even have to micro the ones back, really. Like the other ones, for these beginning ones, they're not really too difficult. You shouldn't have too much trouble with them, but yeah, it's just basically like the title says, focus fire them down. Round 5, Retarget. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is send both your Stalkers in and attack the Spine Crawler right away. Now the Spine Crawler is attacking the one on the right, so I'm going to wait until that gets pretty low on HP and back it up, like right now. And now as you can see, the Spine Crawler is attacking the one on the left, and we have enough time to kill it with just enough health left. Round 6, Burrow ambush. This one might take a couple of tries just to get the timing right. You're going to want to unburrow them while they're near the bottom, move them towards the top center and burrow them again. Then right as the Marines come right over top, just unburrow them. Quite a few Zerglings left. Round 7, Colossus smash. For this one, you're just going to want to keep going up and down the cliff while getting as many attacks off as possible, and backing up when you shoot as well. It might take a while, but you have unlimited time, so you may as well use it. You always want to make sure that they all come up top before going below again, or same for the bottom. You want to make sure that they're all below before going back up. Otherwise, that'll happen there where they split up and they could catch you off guard. Round 8, safe zone. You just want to basically blink the Stalkers, in like one Stalker into each siege tank. I was kind of slow with my blinks, but that's alright. This round is pretty easy. They don't really start getting difficult for a little while yet. Round 9, Whack-a-Roach. This one actually might take you a couple tries as well. just attack with all your roaches right away, and they'll probably start attacking the roach on top. You want to burrow that one when it gets low HP, then see which one they're attacking next. Do the same, burrow it when it gets low HP, and burrow that one. Now you're going to want to wait until your roach on top is back at full health, and then you're going to basically unburrow them all again, and just repeat the same process. When the Marines come out here, you might want to add some focus fire because the time's getting kind of low, but it's up to you. It's not necessary. Round 10, ramp control. Now, the roaches are in groups of 3. You're going to want to force field 3 off, back up to the corner, and then engage. You'll probably want to use the sentry as more of a meat shield. You want to keep your zealots alive while backing up the weak zealots. And then once you take out these 3, you should have backed up into the corner again, and then waited to engage. I engaged on the ramp, and one zealot couldn't attack, and I almost lost this round, but it's still possible. Some nice sentry micro. Storm and run. This one actually took me a couple of tries. The trick is you want to put the little storm symbol in front of the Marines, otherwise you might have 1 or 2 left alive. Well, backing up, of course. Friendly fire. You're just going to want to do exactly what I do. Place 1 infested Terran in this hole, then wait, then 1 to the right, and then another one just above that one. So we used 3 infested Terran to take out that group. Now we're going to do the same over here, that hole, in there, and in there. And now you should have 2 infested Terran left. Put 1 on each tank, and actually don't unburrow your infestor until the Terrans have hatched. I don't even believe that you have to do that either, but... Round 13, hold position. Don't worry about your zealots, just select your probes right away and spam click on your cannon and then hit hold position. I had a couple of gaps here. You can fix those up if you want. I think you can have like 2 spots open, it doesn't really matter, but I just tried to fix it. And you can actually engage with attack with some probes that aren't really helping to block the cannon, because you only need 4 left alive in order to beat this challenge. Round 14, force field surround. I'm not really too sure about this one. I just think you have to hit hold position on your army right away, and then just get a full surround on your army. I mean, you can have a few gaps for your zealots to attack. I just find it takes a couple of tries. Just try and get the best circle around your army as you can, and then you should win after a couple of tries no matter what. Round 15, force field smash. So right off the bat, you want to feed back 2 of those sentries and then make an Archon. Now this is kind of tricky. You need to try and push that Archon ball around with your zealots. I managed to break a force field there. And now with your Archon, when it morphs, you want to break the other force field so that more of your zealots can attack. It's better the faster that you break the force fields while your Archon is merging, but I believe that you only have to destroy 1, and then you can wait until it merges to destroy the others. Fungal death. This one's kind of tricky. You want to fungal right away, and then do 2 infested Terran from each, and then fungal again. You don't want to stack your fungals, you just want to space them out evenly. It's around 4 seconds, and then you just want to make sure that they don't attack the infested Terran after that, and just use your infestors as a meat shield. This one's also, like, pretty easy for round 17. I mean, just right-click a mineral so that your SCV sort of glitches through them, and then you can just go into the little portal type thing. Round 18, Stim micro. You just have to prevent your Marine from being hit and just do stutter step micro while stimming. I'm just backing up and hitting A or S. And right when your stim wears off, you want to just stim again, and you want to make sure that you're at a safe distance as well. When that little thunderbolt-like thing appears above your Marine, just stim again and continue doing it for 4 times.
Can't wait. That's fine. Yes, sir.
Round 19, Prismatic Beam. Go ahead and attack your pylon right away. Wait until your Void Ray is fully charged. You can see that the beam, it gets really thick, and that's when you want to attack the missile turret. You will destroy it. You'll have 10 health left, just barely. Round 20, Blink Train. You're going to want to just go ahead and select all your Stalkers, right click right below, shift, B, and then right click, shift again over into the portal. If you don't leave enough space for your blink, then you might have a few Stalkers left below, and you're going to need to retry it. So many Banelings. This one's sort of tricky. You want to send 1 straight into them, and then the other 2 to each side, and back the other 4 up. Do the same thing, send 1 at them, 1 to each side again, and then just let the one in the back go to the back. These 2 Zealots should be enough to take the damage. And yeah, it's just that. Round 22, Bane vs. Bane. You're going to want to split your right side to the left side to the left, and then this one's all about getting a nice Baneling hit. As you can see right here, I got a really nice hit. Destroying a ton of Lings, and that's pretty much what it's all about, is not losing all your Lings to a Baneling, and destroying a lot of Zerglings with your Banelings. Round 23, you want to go ahead and EMP underneath both Banshees, and then you don't really have to do much other than that, except for Stim. You don't have to focus fire in order to win, but you can if you want. Blink of an Eye, round 24. It's basically just your standard blink micro, and you can actually be really poor with your micro here and still win. I lost the Stalker pretty quick, and I was losing quite a few, doing some bad blinks, but with some focus fire, you can win this one pretty easy. Round 25, Micro Insanity. Now this one's really tough to do. What you want to do is with your High Templar, feedback both PDDs, and then back up and shift morph them into an Archon. With both of your Phoenix, focus fire down the Vikings, get your Stalkers to try and kill both Marauders. Now, you will lose a Phoenix to this Viking, but once you do, you want to lift up a Siege Tank, and now send your Archon in, attacking the Marauder while moving closer to the other tank if a Marauder is still left alive. And then when you're right beside this tank, as you can see, it won't be able to shoot you. Lift up the Siege Tank on the left or right again. And then you want to just move right underneath this Siege Tank as well, so it can't fire. There are other methods of doing this, but I think this one's the easiest. Round 26, there's a DT actually, so you need to shoot your own SCV so that the splash damage kills it. You need to anticipate which SCV it's going to be going for. I was messing up in the beginning a bit, and I'm going to mess up again near the end. But if you do mess up and you run out of SCVs, you can attack the tank right there, and it'll actually be enough to kill it. Round 27, Moving Shot. This one's really difficult. It's just pretty much kiting, but you need to time it right, because you'll see me a few times turn around to shoot, but it won't actually shoot the little missiles. You can do it by attack clicking the ground or doing hold position, but it's just really frustrating, and it'll take quite a few times, because that took me a good at least 15 minutes. But there, like I said before, on the ones where there's no time limit, you can really just take your time. If you're at the right spacing, you should be able to turn around and shoot, and then quickly move in the other direction without taking any damage. You don't want to try and shoot around corners, because that's where I find you take the most damage.
Engaging. Fine. Turbines to full. Weapons hot. Right. Roger that. Turbines to full. I got this. Fine. Done and done.
Banshees only have one more range than Marines, which makes this one pretty difficult.
Engaging. Right. No problem. Yeah? Call the ball.
Round 28, Deadeye Ghost. This one's actually really fun, I think. You just want to back up your entire army and just hold down Snipe or R, whichever one your hotkey is, and just keep clicking the Banelings as fast as you can. Don't let them get too close, you just want to snipe them right away. And you can actually let 1 or 2 hit, maybe 2 max, and you can actually still beat this one. You don't need to use your stim on that one. Round 29, Let's Dance. Now, I think they intended for you to do this one differently. You can actually just get your Marines together and then just stutter step micro while focus firing one of the Zealots. I messed up there, but yeah, just focus fire down one of the Zealots. It actually goes down pretty quickly, and then you should be left with at least 2 Marines, and then it's basically like that first level where 1 Marine's in the middle and the other one's just running around in a circle. Round 30, Untouchable. This one's by far the hardest. It took me a good half hour, but basically you want to just put your medevac on hold position right at the start, and I'll be putting this in slow-mo after this just to go through exactly what I'm doing. Basically, right before the Stalkers lasers hits though, you want to lift up your medevac, and then you want to drop it again, and just try to minimize the amount of shots that actually hit the siege tank. Put my medevac on hold position, left click my siege tank, right click my medevac, press D for unload, click my medevac, and then I let my siege tank do 2 shots off. Then I right click it again, D, click my medevac, let it get 2 shots off. You want to pick it up right before all those laser beams hit. And I mean, it's just repeating that process of getting 2 shots off. D, click my medevac, let it get 2 shots off, right click it, D, click my medevac, and this one gets really close. Like, your medevac and siege tank both have really low HP when you beat this. And you have to dodge the first 3 shots that come in. If you don't dodge those, you can just go ahead and reset it, because there's no way you can win. When there's 1 Stalker left, you really need to get your timing right, so that when the Stalker fires, you can pick it up just in time. And when I was saying like D, click my medevac, your hotkeys might be different, but by D I mean the unload button. But you get this nice little cutscene when you're done. And the portrait that you get is actually pretty neat. It's 2 Banelings and a Zergling. I have it on right here. It's near the bottom. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys learned something. If you're still stuck on something, leave a comment and I'll try and help you out my best. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.